What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG, TikTok, bottom of the video. We're just gonna hop right into it. So today, we're doing a little bit of a different kind of video. Won't be the usual investigative journalism that I'll be doing. But today I'll be just basically I already did it, but we watched the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show and just talk about every gem. And what I mean by gem is just like the hidden meanings behind things, not nothing blatantly obvious or the show as a whole. Just going over the hidden gems pretty much. And we're gonna get into it. So as soon as you come, obviously I'll be putting the clips with it. But as soon as you come on, the first song that you hear is titled "Old Guard Is Dead." I think that's very blatant Drake diss about the old guard being dead and basically killing the head honcho. This was the song before he started performing his own music. Like when you coming into the when they were showing the camera view of him coming into the of you coming into the super not the Superdome but the what that bitch called now? That bitch not still Superdome? Whatever they had the Super Bowl at, but and then you come in, you see a aerial view, or I don't know what they call it, aerial if it's inside, but a aerial view of the stage. And first you can see is a X, a square, circle, triangle. Obviously, my video game lovers, that's a symbolizing a PlayStation buttons, but idea as a whole of this being a game and game over, which I think is also another hint at Drake. So then next thing you come on, you see Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam. Obviously, y'all are not slow and live on a tree, so y'all know Uncle Sam is used as a nickname for the government. But obviously, he's using it here because Sam, Uncle Sam, America, the game, everything. We're gonna get into the America part of it, but yeah, Uncle Sam. So, and then as well as I thought, me personally, when I first seen it, which I mean, I didn't think so really because it's not a song you would perform at the Super Bowl. But when he first did that Uncle Sam thing, it made me think of Wesley's theories, which also gets later into the 40 acres and a mule thing he said later, but we'll get into that. But Wesley's theory, where he mentioned Wesley theory, is obviously about Wesley Snipes and how Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax evasion because he didn't know how to pay his taxes and how niggas don't know how to, really pay taxes or when they get all this money because they never had to. So that was another thing. Obviously, the GNX was on stage. GNX was the name of the album, name of the car. If y'all didn't know why the GNX is so significant to Kendrick Lamar, it's a car that his dad had bought him before, so that's why it's so significant to Kendrick Lamar GNX. So I guess he's basically saying where it all started. So then another obvious one, the whole time before was the A minor chain. Obviously, that's the lowercase a shows like the note for the A minor. That was one that was blatant, kind of obvious. So ain't gonna spend too much time on that. Then you get into he formed the U.S. flag and how he was dressed in blue. SZA ended up being in red, and how he had the dancers dressed blue, red, and white. Also with the Uncle Sam thing. Also with these red, blue, and white, I think he also did all that with the red, especially the red and blue, the gang colors. Blood, Crips, obviously coming from California, basically like the gang bang capital, L.A. is or Compton. Also, the political parties, Democrats, Republicans, especially after such a big election year, and this also goes back into another song on To Pimp a Butterfly, Hood Politics. Hood Politics. Streets don't fail me now. They tell me it's a new gang in town. From Compton to Congress, set tripping all around. Ain't nothing new with a flu, new Democrats and Republicans. Red state versus a blue state, which one you coming in? Then it goes to the street lights. One that was used as the main light. And if you see the whole stage from an area view, you see it's like lined of street lights as the main lighting, as well as before he performs Peekaboo, he he gets to a street light where it's a bunch of male dancers. And let me start with street lights. But the street lights, one is here, and two is also, if y'all ever seen the All Right video, he used street lights in that. So my thinking for the street lights is, one, street lights see everything. And so what I mean by that, you gotta think everything that happens outside, everything that happens on the street, even though the street lights are not a person, they're there for it. You feel me? So that's one reason I thought. As well as I thought of, this is like the way they were sitting. This could have been like with already the blue and the red. This could be like a gang meetup. cause I'm gonna just say this is something I'm familiar with. Not me being in the gang. I ain't trying to get no Rico, but I'm familiar with this kind of area and gang meetup. So that's also something that brought to my mind. Quick look. This was a little obvious one. Wasn't really too crazy, but if you look at one of the dancers who's sitting on the street light and he has the hat on, his brim right here says peekaboo, and that's the song he gets into. So that was a little bit. Then after that, the Uncle Sam comes back, Samuel L. Jackson comes back, and he says something. I'll put the clip in here, but he says something with you brought the homies with you, cultural cheat code, -1 or like -1 life.
See, you brought your homeboys with you. The old culture cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct 1 life.
Obviously, this continues the metaphor of it being a game, as well as I felt like this was another Drake diss because one of the things he was saying about Drake is just basically when he said like the run to Atlanta line and stuff that Drake just riding nigga coattails to get involved in the culture of seeing black.
You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club.
So I felt like that was another Drake diss. So pretty intelligent. Then you see again the X again. So the X could be for the video game. X marks the spot. Also you see a 30 in there, and that's for the triple X Roman numeral. So I just think that was just a careful little staging line that continued with what he already had going on. Then you get to SZA. Obviously, Kendrick has big hits with SZA. SZA's a phenomenal singer, a global star. But we all know that SZA did, have some type of, interminglings with Drake at a certain point.
I just pulled up on Solana show, the girls are natural. I knew it way back when Hollywood was international. Yeah, said she wanna to some SZA way. Cause I used to date SZA back in 08.
Like, I obviously know that we talked to each other when I was a lot younger and when he was a lot younger, and like, right. And we're cool. We've always been cool. So it's never been weird.
Diplomatic Immunity and Mr. Right Now, he mentioned SZA. As we know, SZA and Drake SZA had a song on For All the Dogs, as well as they just have a minor dating history, nothing too crazy. Then you see Serena Williams crip walking. Obviously, we know about Drake and Serena's Williams dating history. I'm pretty sure. I think she was the one that Nothing in the Somethings was about, as well as we've heard Middle of the Ocean by Drake that was on Her Loss, where he mentions Serena, her husband, in a very interesting line, I should say.
Sidebar, Serena, your husband a groupie. He claim we don't got a problem, but no boo it is like you coming for sushi.
Then we get next to the 40 Acres and a Mule. So if y'all don't know, I'm pretty sure most people know this was watching this, but if y'all don't know, 40 Acres and a Mule was part of the reparations. That's the word I'm looking for. The reparations that black people were supposed to get for slavery. Obviously, none of us ever seen that. So, but this is just another line to the America, the Uncle Sam, the white, red, and blue. So he had that reference going all through the thing, as well as this also, like I said, it's connected to Wesley's theory because he said something about 40 acres and a mule on Wesley's theory. So I thought,
what you want, you a house, you a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. Say my name is Uncle Sam on your dog.
And then the next thing he ended up ending with TV off. I think that's very obvious. Obviously TV off is just it's the end of the show. The cutting TV off. That's a very obvious one. So. Yeah, that was really all the gems that at least I spotted. Let me know if y'all know any more with the Kendrick Lamar show. Kendrick Lamar has always been a very thoughtful artist, so, having little hidden messages and things like that, especially something that I might have missed, that was going to come with this show. So, overall, great show. So, like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok on the video, and we out.